I loved medical oncology and taking care of women and helping them through this breast cancer experience. It's a terribly rewarding career, but I realized somehow that I needed to take a little better care of myself, needed to spend a little more time on things that were healthy for me, like yoga, which was a big part of it. That was one of the big reasons why I just couldn't keep working. I felt like if I can't get to yoga, at least 3 or 4 times a week, I'm not happy and I don't feel right, I don't feel good. And no matter what I did with my work schedule, I just wasn't able to have my own practice and things that I needed. So I decided to make a big change, and so we moved here sort of anticipating more time for healthy habits, eating healthier, practicing yoga, doing all the things that we needed to do for ourselves. And then, as you all know, funnily enough, a year later I got diagnosed with this nasty breast cancer.
The last one.
Yeah, right. So I went for my mammogram right after I turned 40. I had actually felt a mass, so it wasn't just a screening mammogram. I had this mass growing in my breast for probably at least 6 months. And people will say, even me to myself, are you the person that ought to have known? You should have got that checked. I had had a benign mass in my breast some years before in the same area. And so I thought, well, as it started to get bigger, I thought, well, it's just that fibroadenoma, it's growing, it's no big deal. And then it kept growing, and it kept growing, and then finally when I felt some lymph nodes under my arm is when I thought, oh shit, this is real. So that's when I had my diagnosis. So I had a stage 3A breast cancer. It was HER2 positive, and I had chemotherapy for 4.5 months. That shrunk the tumor, which worked well. And then I went back to Arizona for bilateral mastectomy, which I chose to do that, to have the other breast removed. And I had implant reconstruction. So just some of the stuff we'll talk about in terms of what happens to your chest wall.
So you had the other one removed?
Yes, yes.
That's your socks.
Yeah, just because I didn't want to deal with it again. So anyway, that's a conversation for another day. So during my cancer treatment, I continued to come and practice here when I felt well enough, and then when I was pretty sick at home, I was able to do just like some meditation practices, gentle stretching and things at home, and I really realized then, holy cow, this practice is amazing for this particular situation. I had known that yoga helped me for years before that with lots of things, like stress from work or some chronic back pain that I had. But it was really during my treatment that I realized, man, this practice is powerful. And it really, I would lie on the couch sick from the chemo with this like abdominal pain, and I would get into this mantra meditation and the pain would melt away. And I thought, that is something, So round about the time I was starting to get better from all of the chemo and treatment and stuff, I thought, I have to become a yoga teacher so that I can share this with other people. So I'm just really motivated, grateful to you guys for being here, and just really passionate about this topic. So any feedback you have, I'm super interested to hear what you think about all of it. So that's